Hi everyone! Welcome to another episode of Nathan's 3D Factory. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to model a grill, like a grill on a car or something, right? This is going to give you the basics for having this. And so what we're going to start with is that we're going to delete the default cube in this. This is my scene that I've done, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with putting down a plane. And the size I'm going to put is 50, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale along the y-axis, okay? And then I'm going to put a loop cut right there in the middle. G, Y, okay? And then I'm going to scale this along the x-axis. There we go. And then I'm going to add a few loop cuts. Okay? We'll say 5 loop cuts. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything. I'm going to press I to inset this. And what this will do is this will create a little border here. Okay? There we go. Okay, so now we have a structure that we can use on this, right? And then I'd like to actually take this loop and pull it in. And actually, before I do that, I don't think I should have done that inset yet. Okay, so we're going to do this. S, X, oh, O for proportional editing, S, X. Okay. So I'm going to increase this by rolling on the mouse wheel. I can decrease it, increase it as much as I want here. Now, you also have some options on how you can do this, because I want this to have kind of like a shape that goes down like this rather than going in like that, right? So I can change it. We can do sphere, not quite. I'll just show you some of these here. Root, same thing. Inverse square. I just want to show you some of the results. This one is the one I like. So that's where I want to go, is I want to go with the sharp, right? So I can do the same thing. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then I can also move this and do the same thing. Okay. And then I can also go through and just see if I want to do the smooth or if I want to do the sharp. I like the sharp in this instance. So also going to see if I can adjust the proportional the size there. And you know what? I think I'm probably good with that. And I can always remove these edge loops and do it that way, right? G, Y. Okay. I'm going to do this one with the sharp again. There we go. You know, I want to make sure that these edge loops are cutting evenly as well. And I'm going to take that to 2 on the numpad. And what that's going to do is that going to delete these edge loops. Okay. And that's something to be careful about too, right? So, okay. So now I can just scale that. X. Okay. And I'll do that with the sharp again. Okay. And in fact, fact, what I think I want to do is I want to keep it like this. So I just did a couple of undos. So, but I can do these where I can adjust these, right? And then I'm going to take proportional off by pressing O. And just kind of smooth it out that way. So, now that we've done enough of that messing around, I'm going to go into the face edit mode. Okay. And then we're going to inset this again. There we go. Okay, so now what I want to do next is that I want to take these edge loops, the ones that are the horizontals, and then I want to make them so they turn into grill slats, okay? So let's go back to 2. Okay, so 2 on the numpad. That gets us our edge select. Okay. And then we just keep doing this where I do shift and then I do a control to get that entire edge path, right? Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bevel these, and to do that I'm going to press Control B. Okay. And the width, I'm going to put it 1. And I actually want to take this to 2 segments. I like to have that so that it just kind of stays even with that. Okay, now I'm going to select, or rather deselect, these corner pieces right here by doing C for circle select, and then I'm just going to do the middle mouse button and just press down on that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, and once we have that, then what we can do is that we can delete those faces. And now we have this really cool result where we have this grill look on this, right? And then we can start to extrude this out. Or we can do the solidify, but I'm going to just do the extrude on this. E. And I'm going to extrude this just 1 unit. Okay. And then what I can do is that I can take this border that I made. Okay. Okay, and all these I'm going to take C for circle select. Okay. Okay, and just take these. And then I'm going to extrude those an additional 2, I think. Okay. And so now we have that where we can do a nice border on that. So this will be like a grill that you could put on a car or something and do something like that, right? So I'm not going to go into the details of like extruding it out or anything and making it smooth. That's something you can do on your own. But in any case, this is how you would do some of your basics for modeling a grill on a car. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do so. And put a like on this video if you like this. This keeps our stuff going in the rankings. And I really appreciate you watching this. Thank you so much for watching Nathan's 3D Factory. Have a great day, guys.